Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. The top stories this hour. AICC General Secretary B.K. Hariprasad in Goa meets Churchill and Reginald. In a first of its kind of TV election survey in Goa, Manmohan Singh slightly edged over L.K. Advani as preferred PM. Terrorism, unemployment and economic recession major issues. Junior Rane supports Desh Prabhu, assures heavy lead in Sattari for Lok Sabha election. St. Rita High School topple Mahila Nutan in DG Narvekar Trophy Under 13 cricket. And 2-day State Karate Championship begins at Kampal. Now the news in detail. The All India Congress Committee General Secretary and in charge of Goa desk B.K. Hariprasad reached in state on Saturday evening. No sooner he reached the state, he met PWD Minister Churchill and Kurture MLA Alex Reginald Lawrence. Sources say that Hariprasad is in state to look after the arrangements made for the forthcoming Lok Sabha poll scheduled on 23rd of April and to settle the matter of Churchill.
Top political sources say that the matter of Churchill has been resolved. However, Churchill claims that he will discuss the matter with Hariprasad on Sunday. He is in the state to look the arrangement made for the campaigning of forthcoming Lok Sabha election. On the other side, Sonia Gandhi has preponed her visit to Goa on 15th of April. Initially, her visit was scheduled on 17th of April. However, now on 15th of April, she will address a rally at Fatorda in favor of South Goa Congress candidate Francisco Sardina. Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
In a first of its kind of television survey conducted by Prudent Media on Lok Sabha poll, it seems that as the preferred Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has a slight edge over L.K. Advani. However, almost 50% of people have maintained silence on this question, suggesting that they will decide at the last moment about whom to vote. And another question, people have said that terrorism, unemployment and economic recession are the three most important issues in the election.
In a first of its kind of historic TV election survey conducted by Prudent in association with management of Department of Goa University in Goa, Manmohan Singh has scored over L.K. Advani as a prime ministerial candidate. 15.2% people have voted in favor of Manmohan Singh, whereas 12.1% people have preferred L.K. Advani. Interestingly, Narendra Modi, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi follow them with a mere percentage of 3.8%, 3.5 and 3.4 respectively. More interestingly, 49% people have refused to answer this question. This only suggests that almost half of Goan voters will decide at last moment about whom to vote. Poll was conducted regarding the major issues in election. 35% people have referred to terrorism as the main election issue, followed by 28% for unemployment and 13% for economic recession. This only suggests that local issues like housing project, CRZ and casinos have acquired a back seat as people consider national issues more important in the parliamentary election. The historic survey was conducted with the most credible methodology and a huge sample size for accurate result. Here is Editor-in-Chief of Prudent Media, Sandesh Prabhudesai, briefing more on the survey which has more interesting questions in it.
Well, this is the first survey being made by a TV channel in Goa on elections, which Prudent Media has done in association with the Management Studies Department of Goa University. In fact, the team of Management Studies headed by its Dean and HOD, Professor A. Srikumar, along with his other faculty members and almost 50 students who went all over Goa meeting people in different constituencies, and we have come out with really startling figures on this opinion poll. And also we have asked a very interesting question, and the findings are really very interesting. That is, do people know whom they are voting for? Means, do they know that they are voting for MP or MLA, or they don't know? It's really interesting to see even these findings. The discussion is basically 1 hour long. There are going to be 2 episodes of 1 hour each, which are going to be telecast on 12th and 13th April. And the people who have participated as panelists in this discussion is one, the leader of opposition and the former Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar, on behalf of the BJP, and the Power Minister Alessio Siqueira on behalf of the Congress, and also very senior journalist Rupesh Samant. He has participated as a panelist, and then Professor Shri Kumar and his colleague reader, who is a reader, Dr. Purva Hegde Desai. They all and this whole survey, I believe, is going to be very, very interesting to watch and think about.
Health Minister Vishwajit Rane has assured his full support to the NCP Congress candidate Jitendra Deshprabhu. Defining his role as an independent MLA of Alliance government, Rane confidently said that Deshprabhu will get a heavy lead in Sattari compared to other talukas of North Goa.
लोकसभा इलेक्शनात विश्वजीत राणेची भूमिका कितें आसता?
माझी भूमिका हांव काँग्रेस आघाडी सरकारान मंत्री हांव आनी दुसऱ्या मनशाक मतां मार म्हणून सांगूं शकना. आनी मुख्य म्हणजे कितें आसा, आयज ह्या आघाडी सरकारान जेन्ना सभापती मुख्यमंत्री बी असले, ह्या टोटल परिसर बिचोली आनी सत्तरी तालुक्यान विकास केल्लो आसा.
Rane appeals the people to support the current government and will strive for the win of Deshprabhu.
ह्या आघाडीच्या सरकारान निर्णय घेतला की देशप्रभूक उमेदवारी दिवची, आनी म्हाजो बी तेंको त्याच देशप्रभूक जितेंद्र देशप्रभू आसतलो. आनी हांवें सगळ्या आमच्या लोकांक सांगलेलें आसा की आमी जे मंत्रिमंडळान आसा, आमी जे मंत्रिमंडळाच्या माध्यमांतल्यान लोकांची सेवा करता, आनी तो उमेदवार जो आसा तेजें चिन्ह जें आसा घड्याळ, त्याच घड्याळाक मतदान करून आमी प्रयत्न करूंक जाय ताका निवडून हाडपाक.
Vishwajit Rane is sure that Jitendra Deshprabhu will lead in Sattari.
आनी म्हाका खात्री आसा सत्तरी आनी बिचोली तालुक्याचे लोक जे आसा वेवस्थीत विचार करून निर्णय घेतले, आनी सत्तरीन तरी गोंयाभर जितकी लीड येवची ना त्या तरेची लीड, चडान चड लीड ह्या कॅन्डिडेटाक सत्तरीच्या जनते दितली हे म्हाका विश्वास आसा. आनी लोक आयज तरणाटे विकासाची दृश्टीन विचार करता. मनीस कसो आसा, पक्ष कसो आसा ते कुशीक सोडून आयडियोलॉजिकल डिफरन्सीस कांय ना. आयज दिल्ली पळोवंक गेल्यार प्रत्येक पक्ष दुसऱ्या पक्ष वांगडा वेव्हार करता. हे भाशाच म्हाका विचित्र दिसता. म्हाका तरी दिसता की पक्ष आनी सरकार जो विकास करता त्या विकास करणाऱ्या पक्षा वांगडा आनी सरकार वांगडा लोकांनी रावचें.
Our reporter from Sattari, Uday Parab.
Watch after this short break. Employees struggling at Mahiti Ghar and 45 workers not paid for past 3 months at Betauda.